This is the MSCHF Super Normal, the latest shoe from MSCHF and the first shoe from MSCHF that I would actually wear. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm giving you an overview of the upcoming MSCHF Super Normal. So first off, I want to give a huge thank you to MSCHF for sending this shoe out a little bit early for me to check out. I really appreciate it. With that being said though, because I just got this shoe in, I don't have a lot of time to give you guys like a full review of this shoe and give you guys my full thoughts, but I can give you guys my first impressions and also a general overview of the shoe. And like I said in the intro, this is the first MSCHF shoe that I would actually rock on a regular basis. I mean, no shade against MSCHF, but I can't wear this shoe. Also, I'm not really trying to rep the devil either, so I'm not wearing that shoe, but I will say that the Super Normal is not only an interesting new take on a popular silhouette, but it's also a very good looking shoe and surprisingly comfortable at that. I was actually really impressed when I threw these shoes on feet. But before we dive into the overview, let me first tell you how you can grab a pair of the MSCHF Super Normals for yourself. So this shoe officially drops on June 23rd for $145 exclusively on the MSCHF Sneakers app. And I'm assuming just like with every other MSCHF sneaker release, this shoe will probably be very limited and also very difficult to get. So if you're trying to grab a pair of these, make sure to be on the app right when they drop. And speaking of the app, if you guys want to check it out for yourself, I've made sure to leave a link to it in the top of the description below. So I'm sure by this point you're probably already familiar with MSCHF and a lot of what they do. They've worked with a lot of top creators. They've created some of the most insane products I've ever seen, a lot of which have been unboxed on YouTube. And now it seems like they're tackling the sneaker world with their new line of sneakers, this being the most normal, ironically. But before we get into the sneaker itself, let's first take a look at the box. So the box is actually the most normal part of this package. You've got a semi-gloss gray box, you've got MSCHF's logo right there on the top, sort of distorted. You've got the word Super Normal printed on either side, and then you've also got the size tag. I grabbed a size 9, which is my true size. It's also a drawer box if you're interested in how the box opens. I don't know why you would be, but there you go. But now getting into the shoes themselves, the Super Normal seem to be inspired by the Air Force Ones, and what it seems like MSCHF did was actually take a pair of Air Force Ones, take them into Photoshop, and then heavily distort that image, and then actually create that version of the shoe. Which, I'm not gonna lie, actually came out fire. Like, I really like the way this sneaker looks. No, it's not for everybody, but at the same time, it's very different, and I love shoes that are different. So starting off from the toe of the shoe, you've got this double layered leather, heavily distorted mudguard. I mean, it really is a wild look, and I'm guessing whatever factory made this shoe definitely had a lot of questions as to how they were gonna make this, because this shoe is not gonna be easy, especially with all these curved details. I mean, someone literally has to sit at the factory with a sewing machine, kind of doing this. And I don't know how they're doing that, but you know, kudos to them. It's a crazy looking toe box. I mean, you've got to give everyone involved credit for doing something absolutely insane. Also, I've got to mention the leather quality on this shoe. It's surprisingly decent for a $145 pair of shoes. It's got this really nice tumble texture, which I've said a million times in the past, but tumble texture is not an indicator of quality. It's an added texture. It literally has nothing to do with the quality of the leather. The leather itself, though, does feel very soft, and according to MSCHF's app, it's full grain leather. So it's not the best leather in the world, but it does feel a lot better than most other $145 pairs of shoes. Actually, my favorite detail on the entire shoe is the toe, not just because of the crazy looking mudguard, but also because of the perforations on the toe. I mean, the easy way to get this effect would just be to punch regular holes randomly on the toe of the shoe, but instead what they did is actually distort the shape of the holes, which gives it this really cool, almost liquid effect, which I absolutely love. I mean, it almost has like a designer shoe vibe to it, because a lot of designer brands take classic silhouettes that we know and love and change them up. I mean, let's be real, a lot of times they make those silhouettes worse, but this time around it seems like they're doing something that really gives the shoe a whole new life and makes it actually something completely different, and I've got to be honest, I really dig it. Continuing back on the shoe, the distortion continues on to the midfoot panels of the sneaker, and then as you move up on the shoe, you've got more distortion around the eye stays of the shoe, and interestingly enough, each one of the eyelets are also distorted. I always have people in the comment sections of my video going, take a shot every time Seth says whatever the thing is that I say a bunch of in that video, and in today's video, that word is definitely distorted, and if you're taking shots, which I don't think anyone actually is, but if you are, you're probably drunk, and you're welcome. Getting back to the shoe, weaving through the distorted eyelets, there you go, there's another one. You've got these white flat laces, and at the bottom of the laces, you've got this metal MSCHF accent. Underneath the laces, you've got a tongue that is also pretty weirdly shaped. Unlike the rest of the shoe, it seems like it's actually symmetrical, but they use the tag at the top of the tongue to give it a more sort of wavy effect because it's off-center, which I think is actually pretty cool. Of course, the MSCHF's logo is also distorted. Moving inside the shoe, you've got a white sock liner, which is pretty well padded. And interestingly enough, the insole of the shoe is actually incredibly well padded. It's like super thick foam, which makes this shoe feel really great underfoot, especially because there's no air unit in the midsole, so you really don't have any other padding other than this insole. As far as sizing and fit, the MSCHF Super Normal does seem to fit pretty much true to size. I'm a size 9, like I said earlier, I got a size 9. It does feel a little bit tight around the sides of my foot, and I have a pretty narrow foot, so maybe if you're a wide footer, you might want to go up half a size. I'm not totally sure if that's just because I didn't have the laces loosened wide enough. Like I said, I only had this shoe for like a day, so I haven't had a lot of time to try different things, but I would say go true to size unless you're a wide footer, then maybe go up half a size. That's the best advice I can give with this shoe currently. Then continuing back on the shoe, on the heel of the sneaker, you've got the MSCHF logo, which again is distorted, as well as this distorted heel panel. And then moving down in the sneaker, you get to this pretty normal, in fact almost super normal, midsole, which comes with the MSCHF branding on the lateral side. And then moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got another distorted accent, which I actually really like, which is this really cool sort of wavy looking traction pattern. Now what's interesting about this is that to actually retool your own midsole and outsole, it's a pretty expensive process because they usually have to cut metal molds for every single size that you're creating. It's not cheap at all, it takes a while, and the fact that they did that just to create a new traction pattern for this shoe is actually really cool and shows that they're thinking about all the details, which I really do appreciate. So overall, I've got to say that the MSCHF Super Normal is by far my favorite MSCHF shoe. It's actually wearable, which you can't say about all the MSCHF shoes. It's really interesting looking, and in my opinion, pretty good looking, and it's actually a pretty decent quality shoe for the price. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the MSCHF Super Normal and what you think of MSCHF's latest sneakers, so make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.